how do I cope with test anxiety? Because I'm not very good, like with testing in general. Like I get nervous, and especially with the digital test, it's like the clock is on the upper right corner where you just read the question, you see the time and you just like, oh, I just lost another 5 minutes, another 2 minutes. I can't afford to lose anymore. So you ended up like rushing through and not going, through the question efficiently.
Yeah, so for the clock, personally, I remove the clock. There's a way to click it so it disappears until you're down to 5 minutes. So personally, I like doing that just so that I don't have as much of that stress of seeing the numbers moving. Once you hit 5 minutes, you can't do anything about it, unfortunately, but at least for 30 minutes out of the 35, that's not an issue. So I like to do that to remove one little stressor. And I think part of doing well on a timed test is being able to avoid getting bogged down, being able to avoid getting stuck. So if you notice yourself getting bogged down, just skip it, flag it, hope to come back to it later. When I do logical reasoning personally, I will flag typically 4 or 5 questions in the section because I just don't want to deal with them in the moment. They could be tough, lengthy, sciencey. If that's what I don't like personally, I will just flag that, come back to it later. If it's parallel, principal application, anything that requires a lot more reading, I'll skip it, come back to it. That's my personal way to deal with it because otherwise I'll get bogged down. I'm not really getting anywhere. And knowing that I'm wasting time and things aren't clicking, that stresses me out even more.
Yeah.
But it's also something to practice, to know that you can skip it and come back to it later, and also to notice when you're getting bogged down, when you're not making headway. And so I always recommend meditation to help with that focus because that way you have this meta level analysis of your own thoughts and you can notice when your mind is wandering and bring it back. And to me, that's a muscle you can strengthen. Every moment that you notice that you're not doing what you want to be doing, you notice it, you bring it back, you're strengthening your resolve and your willpower for the next time. Because it's almost in a way, it's like an addiction to stay focused on that one question, but that's not really what's serving you in the end. So that's one thing I'd be thinking about. Thanks for tuning into the show. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already to be notified of new episodes as I release them. And feel free to reach out if you need anything at all as you move forward with your prep. I'm happy to help however I can. In the meantime, I'll wish you all the best and take care.